Hello everyone and welcome to the Literacy Center Social Studies tutorial. This is Meghna and today we are going to talk about the age of exploration. So let's dive in. Throughout history, people have always wondered what was beyond the next mountain, ocean, river or even planet. And explorers are people who have blazed the trail in going to new places. So what do we understand by the age of exploration? The age of exploration took place between the 15th and 17th centuries. During this time, many countries in Europe sent out explorers to discover new lands, find trade routes, seek treasure, and gain territory for their country. During this time, much of the world was mapped and many world civilizations encountered each other. Sometimes it is called the Age of Discovery. When we talk about the age of exploration, there is a question that comes in our mind. Why people explore at the first place? Why do think to do that? The reasons for exploration can vary widely. Most explorers certainly like the adventure of going to the new place, meeting new people and cultures, or taking on new challenges. But there are some specific aims behind these explorations, and one of the most important was trade. Many countries and rulers funded explorers in order to find new trade partners and goods. In some cases, they hoped to find new trade routes that would help them to transport goods cheaper than their competitors. This was the case of Vasco da Gama and Christopher Columbus. We all know about Christopher Columbus and his story, right? Another important motto or aim behind these explorations was gold. Often explorers have been in search of riches and treasure. Another reason was science. In many cases, explorers are scientists hoping to learn about nature and new parts of the world. Another most important thing was land. Many explorers claimed the land they found in the name of their country. Countries like Spain, Portugal, and Great Britain amassed huge empires during the age of exploration. And there is one thing which actually motivates these people to explore more is a challenge. Many explorers want to test their personal limits and be the first in the world to do something. But when did this all begin? The greatest age of world exploration began in 15th century and lasted over 4 centuries. The Arabs and Chinese had already made improvements in ship design and navigation system during that era. These were later developed further by European seafarers. So if you look at the timeline of the age of exploration, it looks like this. 1405 to 1433. What happened during that period is Chinese fleets explored the Indian Ocean. In 1486, Diaz rounds southern Africa. 1492, Columbus reaches the Caribbean. 1497, John Cabot reaches Canada. 1498, Columbus reaches South America. 1498, in the same year, Vasco da Gama sails to India. In 1500s, Pedro Cabral reaches Brazil. In 1522, Magellan's crew sails around the whole world. In 1606, William Jens reaches Australia. So again, there is one tip for you with respect to your class test. You don't need to remember these dates. All you need to know is what that happened during that period and what do you understand by age of exploration and what are the major events happened during that era. So how did exploration affect the world? European countries brought many lands under their control. The world was opened and new crops were introduced from one land to another. And there are a few terms we need to understand here. One is Old World. What do we understand by Old World? Europe, Asia, Africa had been known to geographers since ancient times. They became known as the Old World after the European discovery of the Americas. And what do you understand by New World? New World was one of the terms that came to be used by Europeans to describe the newly discovered lands of North and South America. And do you know why did Columbus sail west? In 1492, Christopher Columbus persuaded King Ferdinand and Queen Isabel of Spain to sponsor a voyage westward. The goal was to find a new trading route to Asia. Columbus landed in the Bahamas, starting a new age of exploration and invasion. So, have you ever wondered why this age of exploration is an important part of our history? Did you know historians refer to this period as the age of exploration or the age of discovery? The voyages of Christopher Columbus and others may seem like ancient history, but they actually resulted in major cultural exchanges that shaped the world we live in today in ways both big and small, are not always for the better. It actually redefined what it meant to be wealthy. The influx of gold and silver from the New World shook the foundations of the European economy to its core, where land ownership and the rents charged by landowners once determined by wealth. The arrival of large quantities of gold and silver, both of which had formerly been in short supply, caused prices to skyrocket. And this dramatic shift is what historians refer to as the price revolution. It also turned the world onto tobacco. For better or worse, the age of exploration introduced modern European civilization to the practice of smoking. Interesting, isn't it? When Columbus arrived in the Bahamas in 1492, residents of the island of San Salvador gave the explorer a gift of dried tobacco leaves. In subsequent years, other European explorers encountered tobacco, and in the 1550s, tobacco seeds arrived in Spain and Portugal. And Europeans used the leaf for medicinal purpose and eventually recreational ones. This era also gave some countries their signature flavors. This may shock some people, but the potato is not native to Ireland. The tomato has not always grown in Italy, and the chili is a relatively modern addition to Asian and Indian dishes. But thanks to European explorers, these crops made their way across the world, took roots in foreign soil, and became an indelible part of the regional cuisines. This age of exploration also gave the rest of the world a taste for chocolate. Interesting, isn't it? Columbus may have been the first person to bring cocoa beans, which chocolate is made from, to Europe, following his fourth voyage to the Americas in 1504. However, it's commonly believed that Cortes was the first European to sample the beans, which the Aztecs introduced to him in the form of bitter drink. Cortes introduced cocoa beans and brewing methods to Spain. Europeans mixed honey or sugar with the resulting beverage, making it a sweet and popular treat. The drink soon caught on in other countries, setting the stage for our global obsession with all things chocolate. So if you have any questions or if you need any help with this tutorial or with the subject, you can text us and email us and we can get back to you. Thank you.